Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Radjendra Ibramsyah. Here I will explain about the effectiveness of skimming and scanning strategies in improving comprehension and reading speed rates for the student of English study program. The first is introduction. In learning English, students have to master 4 basic language skills of the target language. Those basic skills are listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Speaking and writing are language production or productive skill, while listening and reading belong to language comprehension or receptive skill. Among those 4 skills, reading is vital in language comprehension. Reading is one of the 4 skills that students should learn and care of. Reading process means not only read, but try to make interaction between the reader and the text. It is a constructive process that can help students to acquire new knowledge of language, experience about life, and so on. Simply, reading is defined as the active process of understanding print and graphic text. It deals with how the readers can convey the meaning through the written symbol and process them into their mind. Next to theoretical framework. In relation to the focus of the study, strategies of scanning and skimming are used to achieve maximum comprehension through reading aspect aforementioned. In this regard, students are given an experiment on how to succeed with those aspects of reading comprehension through scanning and skimming strategies. There are 2 main objectives which want to find out. Number 1, to know whether skimming and scanning strategies are effective to improve student comprehension in relation to 5 aspects of reading in comprehending the text. 2. The experiments covered 5 sessions implementing 5 aspects of reading comprehension during 5 weeks. Those were: Treatment 1, identifying purpose and organizational pattern of text. Treatment 2, understanding unknown vocabulary from structural clues and word parts. Treatment 3, inferring information from the passage. Treatment 4, understanding fact and detail from the text. And treatment 5, defining author attitudes, tones, and purpose on the passage. After that treatment being complete, a test again was given to 2 groups of samples to find out the data from the group which was experiment or experimental group and the group which was not experiment or control group. The data were statistically analyzed referring to independent sample tests to find out the effect of treatment given whether significant or not. Next to data presentation and analysis. Before implementing treatment, the researcher administered a pretest to both groups to make sure that there is no difference in reading skill competence between the 2 groups. The following is the result of analysis relate to mean score of both groups on pre-test. Table 1 shows that reading comprehension score were not significantly different between the experimental group. M 64.39, SD 3.98, and the control group M 63.19, SD 3.81, T 1.1, 34, P 262. This means that both groups are at the same level of reading proficiency before the treatment made. Table 2 shows that experimental group had higher significantly reading comprehension score M 75.56 SD. Next is conclusion. Skimming and scanning strategies are effective to improve student comprehension in the reading test. The increase of score in experimental group indicates that treatment given to the group are proved being better to enhance reading comprehension than the control group. Besides, the experimental group show more excellent performance in terms of reading speed rates than its counterpart, where there is also a significant difference to both groups. To conclude, skimming and scanning strategies are efficient to minimize time consuming in the task of reading. Consequently, the researcher may speculate based on this finding that the faster student performance in reading, the better their comprehension in completing reading tasks. Next is my comment. The article or journal is very interesting to study and can also help us to improve reading comprehension and speed. Okay, maybe that's enough from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.